Taylormade GAPR, or GAPR as you might like to call it. What are these new things? Why have we got 3 different kinds? Which one should you use? Let's find out, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you consider smashing that subscribe button. We are nearly at 10,000 subscribers, and at the beginning of the year I did not think that would be possible. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you put that thumbs up. Let me know that you know that I know that you know that I know you're enjoying it. And as always, I am desperate for you guys to comment below. I want you to be just as much a part of this video as me, apart from you not here filming it or editing it at 3 AM. Today, I want you guys to comment, what ball flight would you be looking for from one of these bad boys? Are you a low guy? Are you a mid guy? Are you a high guy? High guy? Let's do it. GAPR, GAPR. Now this is Taylormade's new hybrid range. We have 3 different kinds. We have a low, we have a mid, and we have a high. And yes guys, it is that simple. The low one is designed for a nice low bullet trajectory. The mid one is designed for a nice mid-flight trajectory. And I'm going to take bets on which the high one is designed to do. I'm going to test these. I'm going to get on the range with the flight scope, but first of all I'm going to talk you through exactly what they are. They are 3 different types of hybrid. As you can see, as we progress through the set, we have what looks to be a driving iron in the low, a more kind of cross between a driving iron and a hybrid in the mid, and then a typical old school hybrid with bulge on the face for the high. Now the GAPR High is the only club in this range with bulge on the face, so bear that in mind. The other 2 are more like iron replacements. First things first, I know you guys love this stuff. Let's get the wrapper off. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. So looking at the Taylormade GAPR Low to start with, it looks absolutely phenomenal. This is pretty much a direct replacement to the UDI driving iron. Tiger had it in the bag at the Open, and that was the first time we saw it. It is designed for low bullet tee shots. Did somebody say stingers? We've got to try one of those later, haven't we? And to be honest, this is just based for an all-round pretty good player, I would say. It's straight-faced, it is an iron replacement, and it is a thing of beauty. All the clubs do come in adjustable lofts. Here I have the 2 iron in the low. The rest of them I have today are the 3, but I will adjust the lofts accordingly to make them as similar as possible. Now one thing I really like about these clubs is the colouring. I love the black head, I love the kind of turquoise little colour indents in there, they look fantastic. And the shaft even looks brilliant as well. This is KBS's brand new hybrid shaft. 80 gram in stiff is what I have them playing in today. It just matches the club absolutely perfectly. Moving on to the mid, for me this is the main club that Taylormade should be talking about. It's not a hybrid, it's not a driving iron, it is in between. It is filling the gap. I still don't really understand that name very well. But one thing that they've done really well here is make this look forgiving but inviting. So, I mean, make of that what you will. I think the low definitely looks a little bit more frightening, and when we move on to the high in a second, you'll see that is just basically a hybrid, really. There's nothing new about that. All these clubs come with a low CG and SpeedFoam in the face, designed for better forgiveness, more stability on off-centre hits, more ball speed. The SpeedFoam's something we've heard before, isn't it, in the Taylormade P790, and if they perform anything like those, they're going to be a hit, aren't they? Let's have a look at the Taylormade GAPR High. Hi guy! No, it's not funny, is it? Let's carry on. So the Taylormade GAPR High is basically just another hybrid. If you look at it on top though, you will see the indents in top. When we look at it at address, it does look a little bit kind of, it's got a lot going on, hasn't it? For me, I don't understand why they've taken that big gouge out the top. It does help alignment, but then it's just so kind of frantic looking. I do like the idea of having the white line on the back. Both the mid and the high clubs do come with alignment lines on the back of the club to help you line the ball up and help you take the club away square and all that jazz. Obviously on the low club there isn't room for any of that. Looking at the clubs, if I was to prejudice these clubs before we hit them, as we're just about to go over to the range, I would be thinking, because of the minimal offset on the low, I'm going to enjoy it, I'm going to be able to flight it low, flight it high. all that jazz. I think the other two look fantastic, and for different ability golfers, I can absolutely see why Taylormade have brought them out. I'm very excited to hit all of these clubs. I can imagine which ones I'm going to prefer already, but let's do it, and let's do it now. Okay guys, we're up here on the range, and one thing I failed to mention was these cool little head covers you get with these clubs. The sock is back. Yes! Come on! Get in there, Taylormade. The sock is making a comeback. Woo! Okay, so we are going to start with the Taylormade GAPR High, then we are going to get low. Similar to what I think Lil Jon said in the early 2000s. Let's do it. Oh, wow. First shot with the GAPR, I keep calling it that, first shot with the GAPR High. Oh my lord. Frighteningly good. Let's hit some more. One thing that gets me with this club is I thought it would just be another hybrid, but it's not. It feels so good to use. It feels like a player's hybrid almost, but not so much that a high handicapper couldn't use it. Okay guys, that is 5 shots hit with the Taylormade GAPR High. Let's take a look at the numbers. Okay guys, so looking at the numbers for the Taylormade GAPR High, 215 total, 197 average carry. Not bad numbers really. This is a gap which, to be honest, I could fill in my bag. Mind the pun with us calling it a gapper. Spin rates varying quite a lot. That's because of my strike. I have swung it okay today, but not absolutely fantastic. Definitely not as good as I could. I think I could get a little bit more yardage out of this one. But overall, with that return, I'm quite happy. Moving on to the GAPR Mid, and this is the one that I think everyone is excited to see. It's not a driving iron, it's not a hybrid, but that begs the question, what is it? Let's hit some shots. Now the straight face on this does take some getting used to. Looking down at it, it's almost like seeing a hybrid with the face chopped off and an iron head on there. It's very odd looking. I can imagine it's so easy to miss shots right with this, expecting it to draw, and it's just not going to. That was what I felt was another good swing. However, I can't seem to get the same distance with the GAPR High. Remember, these are exactly the same loft, so I'd expect them to be very similar. And I can't see a massive change in ball flight. I suppose if I try and narrow it down to the pylon cables that I'm looking at there is a little difference in trajectory, but not a huge amount. And the GAPR High is definitely more forgiving. Okay guys, that's 5 shots hit with the Taylormade GAPR Mid. Let's take a look at the numbers. Numbers for the Taylormade GAPR Mid. As you can see there, total distance 220 yards, 5 yards further than the High. Carry distance, a similar theme, 4 yards further. Spin rate slightly down and a little bit more grouped. You can see number 4 was a lower spin, again due to the strike. I don't like to take balls out of this. I like to keep them all in and keep it a fair test. Ball speed 132 as opposed to 135, so the ball speed is actually down on the mid, and dispersion suffered with this one as well. The High was definitely the more forgiving club. Taylormade GAPR Low. This is what you've all come to see, or it's what I've come to see. Let's do it. Woo! First shot with the GAPR Low, and it is an absolute knuckleball. Let's hit some more. The difference in ball flight with this club and the other two is absolutely phenomenal. It is a massive difference. I've just hit one out there, an absolute country mile for me, and it's run and run and run and run. And I've got a golf trip to Scotland coming up on links golf courses. One thing I would definitely say about the GAPR Low, or the GAPR Low, I'm sure I'm going to get some comments on what I'm calling these clubs, is it's not very forgiving. I definitely wouldn't be recommending this for a high handicap, even some mid handicappers. It's It's so easy to miss this to the right. I don't know what it is. Even my good shots seem to be tailing off to the right a tiny bit, and that's not really my normal shot. Let's hit one more, then we'll take a look at the combined numbers. Okay guys, GAPR low numbers, let's discuss. Okay guys, numbers for the Taylormade GAPR low. 230 yards on average, but I don't feel like that tells the whole story. You can see how the carry distance is very similar to the mid and the high, but it just rolls out that little bit more. I must admit, a couple of these swings, swing number 4 especially, it just didn't feel, I left the face wide open, but it didn't feel that bad a golf swing. Spin rate 3,400, I expected that to be a lot lower. However, the first shot I hit with this club was absolutely gorgeous, and if I could bottle that, this club would be in the bag and I would hit it off quite a lot of tees pretty much all the time. I definitely wouldn't be recommending this club for a high handicap. The forgiveness just isn't there. Okay guys, so what do I think of the brand new Taylormade GAPR Hybrids? I personally think they're a fantastic idea. I could see myself with more than one in the bag. I could see myself with a high and a low, depending on the golf course I was playing and depending on the shot that I was trying to hit. One thing that I'm a little bit disappointed with is the paintwork on them. I've hit a few shots with each and the faces are starting to wear a tiny bit already, and the paint on top of one of them starting to wear. I've got no idea how that's happened. I know that's something which Taylormade have struggled with in the past, but let's get a better paint job on these. People are paying a lot of money for these clubs. One massive point as well, the head covers, look at that. We have the sock back, fantastic news. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm James Robinson, I'm here at Huddersfield Golf Club. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, put the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and comment below which GAPR would you use. See you soon.